But I mean, yeah, it sucks that he. It sucks that he like kind of just upped and just left though.
Bro, Rod Wave is the GOAT, bro. He ain't up and leave. He always do this. He'll be back.
But he
But
talking about
listen,
his foot and his.
listen. That's some fat nigga shit. That don't got nothing to do with anything. It's 6:30 in the morning over here. I woke up at 6. I didn't wake up at 6:30 to talk about no Rod Wave. I woke up to get on here with you for the people.
Oh yeah,
For the people.
dedicated.
And talk about what we're gonna talk about today. And what we got on the agenda, huh?
Well, for today, we're gonna talk a little basketball. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna talk about environment. Okay.
All right.
First, I want to start off with this basketball stuff.
Okay.
I know
What
it's
do you have
six
on your
thirty in the
mind?
morning. You a day ahead. You know, I know you seen what the Lakers did. The Lakers and Mavs did, and I want to get your thoughts
Okay.
on it. So, if you haven't seen it, the Lakers traded Anthony Davis and Max Christie for Luka Doncic.
Don't throw no Max Christie in there. Don't say that. And that's not even no shot at Max Christie. Don't throw his name.
Okay,
Just
okay,
say
okay,
his
okay.
name. Just
We're
say
okay.
I hate when people do that when they do mean
No,
that's
what do you mean? He's a
unless you're ESPN, don't announce that trade like that, bro. Don't do that.
okay,
Don't
okay,
do that,
okay,
bro. Unless
okay.
you're formally obligated to announce every detail of the trade, don't do that, bro.
I was just trying to respect the people that work hard
I
like
understand
you
what you're saying. I
every
understand what you're
day. You know what
saying,
I'm
but
saying?
don't.
I ain't trying
They
to.
didn't trade. They didn't trade. That's money, bro. That's not talent
Yes,
accusation. That's
okay.
money. So don't do that. They also traded the Jeremy Shohan nigga, the second year, third year, little light skinned guard. He was a
Yeah,
part of the trade too.
yeah. I wasn't done. You know, I was just.
So you was gonna say him too? No,
Yep.
you wasn't.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
They also
So
traded Max Kleba.
I literally was
But
going.
I'm saying, you're gonna say all these people. Those people don't matter. What happened is Anthony Davis got traded for Luka Doncic, bro. If that's what we want to talk about. Let's talk about it, bro.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about what are your thoughts on as far as let's say who won the trade and do you think just their styles of play fit for each team?
Okay, so you want to talk about basketball. You don't want to talk about the trade. You want to talk about basketball.
I mean, I want to talk about trade, but a little bit of both. You know, it's all in one.
Okay, we're talking about basketball. In my opinion, I think that Dallas. People think they're crazy. I don't necessarily think that the GM is crazy for doing that. And if you listen to his statement in which why he did it, he said he believes defense wins championships. Anthony Davis is arguably the best all-around defender in the NBA, maybe right now.
Okay.
I think Wemby's leading the league in blocks, but I think Anthony Davis is second. He's able to switch 1 through 5. Sorry. Uh, he's a great defender. So he can anchor a defense. It makes sense to me. Like with the GM, with what he said, it makes sense.
Okay.
If you look at what Dallas has after post Luka, if they're trying to win a championship this year, I don't know, but I mean it makes sense. Like I see
Yeah.
what he's trying to do. If you keep Luka Doncic on that team, do they get over the hump? Because they went to the finals last year. I don't think. I mean, he averaged 40. He had 40-point games. Was he going to score 60 this year in the finals to win the championship? I don't think so. I don't
Mm.
think his usage, I don't think his athleticism, I don't think there's only so many more step backs he could do. There's only so many more fouls he could draw. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's a hell of
Okay.
an offensive talent. But I don't think there was any further Luka could have took it.
Okay.
This, you know what I'm saying? Like, and especially like with the trajectory, and people want to talk about he's not in his prime yet. Where do we
Nah, he
see
is.
But where do we see? That's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm not even somebody who likes to talk about like other players, but I just don't. I don't know. I think he's really good right now, and I think
Like, Yeah.
I don't know what else more Luka could have did. Like I'm actually on Luka's side a little bit because what else more did you want from him,
Like you
right?
said, like he's not athletic, so it's not like that's
He's
growing
not going
with
to
it.
alter. He's not going to alter the game any more than he already is, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel you.
He already got you to the finals with how good at offense he is.
Yeah.
In the coming years, he's not going to become a better defender. I don't see that wheel inside of him to become a better defender. Um, he's not going to his style of play. He needs the ball in his hands. So there's just a lot of things to like with how Luka plays where I don't consider the GM of Dallas necessarily crazy. Also saved his organization $100 million. That's what I said. We could talk about basketball or we could talk about the trade. Okay, boom. So that's that side. Anthony Davis got better, made Dallas, I wouldn't say better, but they made him gave him a different angle, gave him a different angle of opportunity. Kyrie Irving's still really good at ball. Clay is still a shooter. Who else they got over there? PJ Washington, he's a defender. He can make plays when you need him to, probably.
Lively.
Lively. Now AD can play the 4 like he's been begging to do. I mean, yeah. So I wouldn't say they got better, but they definitely gave themselves a different angle of pursuit. And I think that's they could build on this angle a little bit better. And if you
Yeah.
really look at it, Dallas could be looking at it AD as like a Dirk situation.
Mm.
If you really want to
What do
look
you
at it, but that's a
what you
in terms
mean
of
like
like
a
just like
Durst
that,
like
like in terms of like having just that 4, and then
yeah.
you got a Tyson because like when Dallas when they had Dirk at the 4, Tyson Chandler at that 5,
Yeah.
they could be
Yeah.
trying to put AD at that 4, Lively at that 5. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You got Kyrie, bro. You got like it's not a you got Clay knocked down like a little Jason Terry vibe,
Yeah.
like maybe not Jason. I mean, shit. I mean, I don't know,
PJ
but
Washington over there, like you
you
said,
got defender, like what I'm saying. You got a little bench, Max Christie coming off the bench, like you said. Like, I don't know.
that's
So
the
people think they got worse. I don't think they got worse. I don't think they got
not
better, but I think they gave themselves a different angle of pursuit.
okay. Okay.
That's what I think.
So
And
then
they could build off of that.
yeah.
They could
Yeah.
build off of what they have now. They just
So I
gotta hope they
seen
keep Kyrie in the space he wants to be in.
yeah.
I think it's important to because when you do stuff like that, you just never know how people felt about
Yeah.
somebody or that's what I said. We can talk about basketball or we can talk there's a trade. Let's talk about Lakers too then. If we're gonna talk about I don't even this is
Well,
insane that
I'm
I can
gonna go
talk
back.
about
I'm
this.
gonna stick. I know for I heard that they were saying like they were concerned with his conditioning, and so that's why they never wanted to really give him the max and all the other stuff. Like
Bro, I don't even want to talk about that, bro. You can say what you think about it. I don't want to speak on it because, bro, we don't play for Dallas. I don't work for Dallas. I don't play for Dallas. I've never
yeah.
seen Luka work out. I've never seen so I have nothing to say about that. The analysis I gave is what I watched.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
I saw Luka have 40 and 50 in the finals. I saw him have 40s and 30s and 50s in the playoffs. Averaged 30 throughout last season. That's what I saw. Based off of what I've seen and what I know about basketball, no, he's not going to average 60 for them to win the finals. And they got swept. Well, they won one game. Just like
Yeah.
when LeBron went against the Warriors with KD.
Yeah.
And they got that one game. And LeBron was averaging 40, a 40-point triple-double. Bro, LeBron got up out of there, bro. He went to the Lakers, bro. Because, bro, I just averaged a 40-point triple-double. We're not, like, it's not even about – and LeBron is one of the most athletic players to ever play the game of basketball.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, what more could he have
Done.
done? And so it's like, I'm gonna bring this up because this is something we've talked about and we watched in real time. Is when Giannis won his first championship against Phoenix, I said, he's going to height. So he had like 30. Then he had 40. And then when they started coming back in that last game, he had 50 and they won. So, like, if you score 50 and you win, then it's like, oh, okay, I gave it all and it works. But if you score 50 and you don't win, there's nothing more you could do. Like
Yeah,
Giannis took it to the top. Like he gave it, he left it all, and then it worked
whatever.
out. So when
Whatever.
you leave it all out there and it don't
Yeah,
work out, like when you take it to like a player scored 50 points, like he scored 50 points. How many points do you want him to
whatever.
score? So that's what I think with the Luka situation. And I don't. So long story short, I don't know. That's just what I see when I watch basketball. It's not even about knowing Luka or anything else. It's just I think Luka did everything. He's a supreme offensive talent scoring the basketball. And I don't know. Dallas may not. That's may not how they want to base their basketball. They may want to reposition. I don't think that's a bad thing that people are trying to make it
No,
seem.
no. Okay, let's move over to LA. Now you got Braun and Luca. Some people say it's kind of like Braun and Kyrie with just two people that can score the ball heavily. Um, then you got your supporting cast, the little shooters. You got your point guard. Got a few slashers. I think the Lakers aren't done. I think they're gonna go for another big man. So I like you said, I like the Mavs more than the Lakers right now. But if the Lakers like get a big man and like a lob threat like Clint Capella, I think they would be really good with him. Or with like a big like that. Not exactly him, but that's just the best example. He's a lob threat. He's a force on defense.
Bro, I don't know what the Lakers are gonna look like. I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't. I have no clue what the Lakers are gonna look like, bro. I have absolutely no clue. Luka's not a catch and shoot player.
Yes.
You can't say LeBron and Kyrie. You can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luka's not a catch and shoot. Like he's not a spacer ready to shoot. Let Braun draw two and then he kick to him. Unless LeBron's worked on his game. He's worked on his jumper to a point where if he wants to try to take that, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna work. I just don't know. I just don't. I gotta see it.
I mean, with you've developed your shot over a long time. You've gotten really good. I would say pretty fast. How long is it a matter of time of developing a catch and shoot, or is it just style like how you play? Like he's not
It's
gonna do it
both.
just because his stuff works.
It's both. It's technique. It's mentality, style of play. It's a few things. There's a few things that factor into adding that like part of to your game. Because Luka's like a rhythm player.
Yeah.
You know, he
Pop
likes the
out,
ball. He
pop
likes to
out.
bounce it, rhythm
Yeah.
into it. Get to the cup on you, boom. Now step back, you boom. Now come down and pull from 40 on you. Like he's a rhythm type shooter. So, but the reason why I say that is because the Lakers may not give a damn about LeBron, even though that sounds crazy to say. But they may not. I'm not saying they
Yeah.
don't. I'm saying they may not. They may give it to Luka and like LeBron, you figure it out.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make it, the reason why it's just I don't know. Even that is some bullshit. What I just said because at the end of the day, that's the team they have, so they have to make it work. And LeBron is still LeBron right now, so you have to
Yeah.
make it work somehow. You're not going to not play LeBron, right? That would be dumb. Um, so I don't know how they're going. I don't know. Shit. JJ got a lot on his plate right now. I'll tell you that.
he has to retire in the next next
If
year.
who?
LeBron.
Oh, hey, I don't know, bro.
Like, but then like you said, then again, he out there hooping. Just had Trip Dub and Garden.
I don't know,
Like
bro.
what are you talking about? What if they would have traded Bronny?
Bro, this is a sensitive touch, bro, because like basketball, bro. And it's like this is kind of we can kind of transition the conversation because so it's like even like what we want, like what we're talking about, what we have planned to talk about today is like environment, right? That's like the
Yeah,
topic.
yeah.
And connecting that to this in terms of like the trade of it, the business of basketball.
Hmm.
Bro, basketball is so sports, but like I play basketball, so this is what I know.
Yeah.
Basketball is it's a it's a business masquerading as a family, you know?
Mm.
And it's so and it irritates me. Like it really gets like it gets on my nerves. But shame on me for knowing that and still letting it, right? But it does. Because when you're in it, when you're on a team, when you're in an organization, when you're playing for a club, it's like, oh, you got to be a good teammate. You got to be open. You got to be this. You got to be that for your team. These are your brothers. This is your family. We got each other's. Everybody's here. Da 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 da. Like, and if you not part of that, oh, you're a bad team. You're not a part of the family. You're not da 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 da. If you're not opening yourself completely up to to what the family is doing, if you're not changing your personality for the family, then you're a cancer or you're a bad or you don't care or you're selfish, like right.
Detrimental to the
But
team.
yeah, but the minute the family or the head of the family don't, boy, it turned to a business, bro. They take that costume off. So that's what it's just. I kind of want. That's what I kind of don't want to talk about it, just because I don't want to say nothing that's I don't want to say anything like emotional, you know.
Yeah. Well,
But
yeah.
it's really it makes me upset to see like when I see this stuff. It really does
Well, yeah,
because
because you're
so many people are dealing with it, bro, on different scales. Like everybody's looking at this, and I'm surprised so many. And it's crazy because it's like Luca for Anthony Davis. People thought Luca was untouchable. He got traded. I get it. Why people were surprised, but bro, like
that
to me, it
was
was a
what's
matter of time. To me,
really
it was a matter of time till something like this happened. Because people don't, bro.
with Luca, or just the idea of someone that you thought would stay forever getting up out of there.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not getting up out of there. Them sending him away.
Sending. Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't leave.
I mean,
LeBron left. KD left.
yeah.
You know,
I mean,
there's guys
yeah.
that, bro. It's a business, bro. It's a business masquerading as a family, bro.
I mean,
And that's the environment. That's the environment of the sports, and that's the environment players have to play in and produce in. You know what I'm saying? So
and
everybody
act
wants
like
to talk about like
everything's okay.
you act like everything's okay. When somebody
I
asks you
seen
about
a
it,
yeah.
you
I
gotta
seen a
say
video
like you
of
can't like
what is it? I seen a video of like Anthony Davis and Max Christie on the plane. Mavs fans,
mhm.
we're excited to come be a part of the team, and we're gonna win a lot of games for you guys, and we're ready to have fun. And it's just like, okay, like the trade just went down a day and a half ago. Like you said, like putting on that mask, like they're sitting there smiling and stuff, like they're happy. And bro, y'all on a plane about to change y'all environment that you have known for a few years. Like,
Yeah. I think people underestimate, bro, the mental environment, like the mental state you have to live in as a professional athlete.
Yeah.
I think people underestimate it like drastically.
Yeah. Because they see the money and they think that everything
Yes,
will be all right.
yes, people are thinking about the money, but people are thinking, bro, more so about the job at hand versus the job in like perspective.
What do you mean?
So like people are thinking like, oh, you play basketball. And they think about basketball, the basketball they know. You see what I'm saying? Like when people talk about basketball, like, oh, you play basketball. They're thinking about the basketball they played.
The LA Fitness, that 24-hour
They
fitness.
played at LA Fitness. They played JV basketball in high school. You know, like when they think about AAU when they used to play when they were younger. Like they think about going to play with the old heads after work. Like they think about playing in their men's league. When they think about basketball, and then they just think we're just really good at it. We're just really good at that, bro. It's not. That's not even the same game. We're not even playing the same game, bro. Like it shouldn't even be called. Like it's not even the same game, bro. I promise you, it's not even the same sport.
Oh my God.
It's a completely different sport, bro, than what people are doing, what people think it is. And I can't even like get into it because that's a whole episode in itself. But like people underestimate it, bro, like drastically. And then it's like the pressure to perform is a whole nother thing. Like you go play ball after work, or you grew up playing in high school on whatever, even if you played varsity basketball, bro.
That ain't got nothing to do.
If you had a bad game, nobody's kicking you out of school. Nobody's telling you can't come to school. Niggas might give you some shit, maybe. But if you're not a good player, nobody's gonna say shit to you. They're gonna expect you to be at like nobody like thought you was gonna do anything anyways. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like even that percentage lowers the people that understand even that feeling, bro. And for me, I don't have pressure to perform like on the court, but it's the idea, the environment that you have to live in, the paranormal that you have to live in of like your life of getting better every time you play basketball, every time you play your sport, because this is your livelihood. And you know what is on the other side, right? You know
Yeah.
who's on your team, but who's judging you,
Yeah.
i.e., the front office, the management,
Yeah.
right? So it's like these guys are smiling in your face every day, looking at you, watching you, making sure you're good. But then it's like, but if you don't play well, though, like they're ready to get you up out of here, though. You know? So it's just a weird thing. Like it's so weird, bro. It's like it's a weird environment, you know?
But I mean,
And you work your
like you,
ass off to exceed those things, which is why this Lucas shit is so crazy. You work your ass off to exceed those things. You feel like if you're the best player, they can't like you exceed those things. No. And that's why I said it's a matter of time for something like this to happen. Cause you can't, bro. Cause you can't. You can't. There's no getting away from it.
so with Luka and AD changing their environments, and you said, I mean, obviously just talking about like people in sports, basketball specifically, you don't you don't think their mind is going to be in the game, like they're just going to be playing, like how long does that take for them to?
No, I'm not saying their mind won't be in the game. I think Luka's gonna fucking try to destroy Dallas. I think he's gonna try to destroy right when he touches back on the. So no, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying the mental perspective of the game of basketball is not what people think it is. They're not playing the
Okay.
same sport that you think. Like it's a
Yeah.
different game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Luka's going to kill because he's Luka Doncic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
AD's going to kill because that's Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like whenever Jimmy get back on the court and he gets to a team he want to play, he's going to kill because that's Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
No, I feel you. I feel you. But like you said, it's hard to understand because,
bro, it's so hard to explain it,
yeah,
bro.
like I don't. I mean,
It's
like
so hard to
you,
explain it, bro.
like I could talk to you and you can get your stuff off and you could try to describe it
But
as best you
also,
can, but
but also, I feel like I'm
like,
talking about like the Illuminati right now. Like, I feel like I'm saying some shit I shouldn't be saying. Like, I'm trying to like
yeah,
watch
like,
my words because I don't want to like get me in my
yeah,
sleep.
yeah, yeah.
So it's also like I'm also like I feel like I can explain it better, but I feel like if I do explain it better, that's probably not gonna be good for me.
Don't get yourself in
So I'm trying
trouble,
to
brother.
like
You go
I'm
ahead.
trying to be cool. That's what I say. I kind of don't want to talk about because I don't want to say nothing emotional. But
You
it's
gotta make
like
sure you get back.
my general consensus is basketball and sports in general is, but basketball I feel like mainly because it's a so like football is a team sport, but there's so many people.
That
The
it's like,
team isn't family oriented necessarily.
no, you got
Basketball is
like
12 to
three
15.
families in one on one team. You got your defense, you got your
Football,
offense, special
bro.
teams.
Football is a family reunion coming together. Oh, this is Jenkins. Oh, we the Wilsons. Oh shit, that's that. And then y'all feel like a family for that like one game day every Sunday. That's all football is—a family reunion every Sunday and Monday. That's all football is. Basketball, bro. A basketball team family, bro, is fucking you in the house with your 12 brothers and sisters and cousins, and y'all all living in one house.
How
And
many
you got to deal with that
bathrooms?
every day. 2 bathrooms. And only the top dogs get to use one of the bathrooms. The rest of y'all 10 got to share this bathroom right here. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then the cool part about it is the people that decide what's going on in the house don't even live in the house. They're not even going through what you got to do in the house every day. They in a whole nother house checking the cameras every day, deciding who gonna be homeless next week and who not. That's the cool part about it, bro. But yeah, so it's like when you're expected to be in this family, and it's really not that. It can frustrate you. But
I mean,
your environment mentally, your mental state is very important when playing a sport like this because it affects your professionalism. Bro, and see, bro, I don't know why you put
come
this
on,
on here
hold on,
today.
okay, hold
No,
on.
no,
Okay,
no,
hold on,
because
hold on, hold on,
bro,
hold on, hold
listen,
on.
no, because they expect professionalism, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you're a professional basketball player. And what
Mm-hmm.
makes you a professional? You getting paid? That's what makes you a professional? Or does your skill set make you a professional? Which one is it? Or is it
I think
both?
I think it would be your skill set. Your
No,
skill
because
set that gets you paid.
there's people better than players in the NBA who aren't in the NBA or playing overseas. I know niggas at home right now who bust niggas ass I play against every day and in the NBA. Like literally. I know them. They're not pros. So what makes you a pro? What makes you
I
a
think
professional?
I think it's a mixture of everything.
What does professional mean? Look it up. We need on the podcast the niggas that be looking shit up. We need one of them.
Yeah,
Look up what is the definition of professional, please. This shit don't even make any sense.
a professional is a member of profession or any person who works in a specific professional activity.
A professional activity. So what's a professional activity? You can't use the word in the definition. That's 6th grade rules right there. Now you should try to do that shit. Xavier, what does expeditious mean? Expeditious is when you expeditiously try to get somewhere. No, Xavier, you can't use the word.
Hey, that's what Google said. That is the definition Google gave me.
My point, bro, is they expect you to have a level of professionalism that that doesn't equate. Like it's not like it's not both. It's not transparent.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't want to like attach myself to the Jimmy Butler situation, but people that
Ooh.
want Jimmy Butler to act differently, they want him to act differently, but we don't
Yeah.
know why Jimmy Butler is acting like this.
Yes, we
So,
don't
but
know.
everybody's saying like, and I've heard people say, you just gotta be professional. Like, just come do your job, go get your money, go home, and however you feel and how you handle that is how you handle that. Sometimes as a man, if people ain't treating you professionally, like her, if you went to work tomorrow, if you went to work tomorrow, if you went to your construction job tomorrow,
30-degree weather, 29-degree weather, cold as hell, hands freezing.
and then motherfuckers was like, yeah, we're thinking about getting rid of you. Or yeah, you may not be here too much longer. But then they ask you that day to stay overtime for no extra pay. Are you staying overtime for no extra pay?
Yeah, I stay overtime. 30 seconds. I'm out of there.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like everybody handles situations differently. Are you talking to them? Are you communicating with your coworker? How are you acting that the rest of that day at work? If the motherfuckers if the manager, the GM just told you, yeah, we don't really like how you've been working, so we're looking for somebody to replace you. So just give us the best you can right now, and then when we tell you to go, you got to go.
I'll give you the best I can.
How are you? How are you acting?
I give you the best we can. Put a hole in this wall and never tell nobody.
See, but
A
this is
building
the
come
expectation
tumbling
of
down.
professionalism. This is the expectation of professionalism. You now have to act like that didn't just happen, and you still have to do things normally. So I think to me, what professionalism is the ability to supersede human emotion and still do the job.
Do you think that's them
Profe-
people telling you that they believe that you're capable of doing that though? Like, you don't think that's like someone
professionalism
saying
is
like,
professionalism is just composure, bro.
well, everybody's not good at keeping their composure.
Everybody's just that's all it is. Professionalism is composure. When Marshawn Lynch got up on the podium and said, "I'm just here so I don't get fined," when he was answering all his press conference, you remember that?
Yeah.
He said because he didn't like doing post game interviews, and then he started
Yeah.
getting fined. He didn't want his money taken. He said, "You're not being professional. This is part of the job." The next game, he went up there, went to the podium. He said, "Listen, you guys can ask me the questions you want, but I'm going to answer with the same answer every time. And that's going to be, I'm just here so I don't get fined." And he answered every question with, "I'm just here so I don't get fined." You see the game we're playing? This is a game.
Yeah.
Like, but some people just aren't, bro. Some people aren't. And the money I think is supposed to like make that stuff okay. But to me it don't. To me it
I
don't.
mean, but like now you're playing like a numbers game. When I say that, I mean like there's not a lot of professional athletes, but there's millions and billions of people watching. And those millions and billions of people that may not have the money you guys make, all they see is, oh, he makes 50 million a year. If I make 50 million a year, I could just come in there and do what I want. And so it's like but you have a whole bunch of people saying that versus sometimes one person. Right now it's Jimmy Butler versus the world. And it's
But you
like,
know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? People be bashing like people like Jimmy Butler, right?
mhm,
And like, oh, he's not this, he's not that. Like the qualities that Jimmy Butler has, right? Like as a person,
Mm-hmm.
like those are the qualities that got him to this point.
Yes.
Like the same qualities that people are bashing him for, and the characteristics that people are bashing him are the same qualities that allowed him to have perseverance and dedication and work hard and all that shit to get him to this level of success. Like life is like the lens in which you look at things through is so is wishy washy, bro. Because yeah, man, it's just an interesting. It's just, bro.
But would you
It's
say
hard to
like
speak on without
would
many.
you say would you say like someone like Jimmy Butler, his environment made him how he is today?
But everybody's environment affects you, you know? Everybody's environment.
Good or
I
bad
think,
ways?
yeah, absolutely. And I think we've talked about this before, but your environment, your environment molds you, it shows you things. Not only does
Okay.
it physically, like, not only does it directly teach you, but it also indirectly teaches you things, you know? Like, uh, like if you never went somewhere, if you never walked through a dangerous neighborhood before to get home, right?
Yeah.
And you go, and you may not be a dangerous person. You may not have anything to do with the danger that's in this neighborhood, but you live in this neighborhood, or you got to go through this neighborhood to get to where you live.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't have to maneuver through that, right? And you moved to a different city where you didn't know where the dangerous neighborhoods was, you could walk into a dangerous neighborhood and not even know it. But if you walked through dangerous neighborhoods before, no matter what city you walk through, you know you just walked into a dangerous neighborhood.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Like, so environment directly and indirectly, like you don't even have to be the dangerous neighborhood. But if you haven't maneuvered or seen it, it can affect you. And then like your mental state, what's your mental state walking through that? So
You
like you could tell when
calm.
somebody's scared. Yeah, you could tell when somebody's scared. Them motherfuckers that get robbed. Give me your shit, nigga. Like them the niggas
Ugh.
that get hit with that one right there. Like you can tell when somebody's scared, bro. But then you can tell the people who's like he walking like that. He walking with a purpose. Like he may know, like he may. So like niggas may not try you. You see what I'm saying? Like, like it's just a different step. You know, they see you clutching that bag a little harder, or like, no, I'm not even gonna say what I'm about to say. But it's just, and they see you walking with your hands in that puffy, they may not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
They gotta think
may not,
twice. They
they
have to
may,
think
yeah, they
twice.
may not, they may not.
Oh
But
my
they may
god.
have their hands in their puffy too, so you just never know.
You was
But
walking underneath that
yeah,
bridge
bro,
2 in the morning with that little gate.
bro,
Man,
bro.
I think
But yeah, it's a lot, bro.
I think people's it's weird like people coming out of certain environments, it's not like a routine thing. Like some people grow up in bad environments and they kind of become what they grew up around. Maybe it's people that just get in trouble a lot,
I
never
don't
leave
think.
their city or state.
I think at some point you choose. Your environment can only dictate you. Like
For
you
so long.
at some point, yeah, like you have a choice.
Is that an age thing or is that just a time
I
in a person's life?
think it's a time because people make the choices at different stages. You can make it young or you can make it later. You know, but it's a choice you
And
make.
but what if people don't have? I mean,
It's a choice, bro. I didn't say it's the easy choice. I said it's a choice, though. There is a choice. There's a choice, bro. Always.
I think people just like, yeah, it's not easy, but I think some people just need just a little help, like when making choices like that. Not all the time, but especially coming out of like a bad environment. Like, what if you don't know no better? How
If
do
you can't
you?
manage, if you can't manage, if you can't manage, if you can't manage $20,000 a year, you're not gonna be able to manage 60. If you can't manage $60,000 a year, you're not gonna be able to manage 80. If you can't manage 80, you're not gonna be able to manage 100. If you can't manage 100, you can't manage half a mil. If you can't manage half a mil, you can't manage a million. You have to make a choice, no matter what your circumstance is, to find discipline and want better for yourself. So when given more or when given a way out, even if you have a helping hand, there's people who slap the helping hand away because they made the choice to stay in this. You see what I'm saying?
No, I feel you that it.
So if you have a habit, if you make it $20,000 a year and you have a habit of eating McDonald's every other day, you're not managing your money right. Or you want to go to Chipotle or you drinking Starbucks every day and you only make 20,000 a year. You just not you're choosing this. You don't
Oh,
get to drink coffee from Starbucks. You make 20,000 a year if you're trying to save money and build wealth, is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Because if you're making 20,000 a year and now you're making 500,000 a year, that habit, that Starbucks is going to change. Now it's going to go from you drinking Starbucks to you buying a new car every other month. Like, like whatever it is, like it's just going to change.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
People think when you
So
got
it's a
more,
choice.
it's gonna be easier.
Yeah. No, it becomes harder because you could do more now. Like, it's not
I can go to Greece every other week.
your physical environment can change. Your mental environment is what you always have control over.
Always.
Always. You always have control over it. That's the beauty that I feel like of God's design on us. But you have to believe that. If you don't believe that, then you won't exhibit that. You won't have access to that free will of your mind.
So when did you learn that? Like, when did that come for you? Or you felt
What?
like
What
you've
part?
always
What
the
part?
part of always having full control of your mind?
For me, first it started with the fear of embarrassment.
Mm,
I've never been a kid who was like scared to be embarrassed.
mm.
I feel like that's like that pigeonholes people. Like being cool, bro, it's killing people, bro. Like
It's
literally,
they dropping
like
like
and
flies out
figuratively.
there.
Literally and figuratively. Like being cool will kill a lot of shit in your life. Like it will
That's
kill you, it will kill your dreams, it could kill your mental free will, like your decision making, like because you want to be cool, you know? And I never had like my dad always instilled that in me. And I guess you say where I got that from, maybe my dad and my upbringing, I guess, I don't know. But it's a choice that everybody has.
yeah,
You know, if you want to be cool, you're going to do what it takes to be cool. But what does being cool mean? That's up to you. But for most kids and most people, it's being accepted by people. So if you care about being accepted, then you're not going to really make decisions in your best interest all the time.
yeah.
And now you're not making decisions. Now you're not making decisions. You see where you lose you see where you lose the control in your mind. You see where you lose the choice.
Yeah.
Now you don't have the choice no more. Now if everybody say, "Oh, my favorite Capri Sun is the fruit punch," but yours is really the tropical rain. They're like, X, why you drinking tropical rain? Nigga, I like tropical rain. If you're not strong enough to say that, if you trade in your juice box, your tropical rain for that fruit punch, you're not gonna make it in life. Don't trade that. Don't trade that juice box in, young nigga.
Uh,
Don't trade that. Drink your tropical rain, brother. Drink your tropical
but
rain.
every kid wants to be cool.
That's the problem.
I mean,
And that's where
everybody.
and that's where the environment, and that's where your environment dictates a lot. But at some point, as you grow, you have to look. It's your responsibility.
Yeah.
You have to see. You have to look around and see what the hell is going on.
And you gotta know what you want. Like you said, look around and you'll see what you want. And yeah,
People are
there's not an
scared to take
age on
a
it.
chance on themselves, bro. There's not an age on it at all.
Yeah.
I just so I had my environment was good for this.
Yeah.
Okay, like family wise, like my dad, like everybody has whatever with their family, right?
Yeah.
The pros of my family is um they pushed individuality,
Okay.
independent thinking. Like this was like be yourself, bro. Like think on your own. Be a leader, not a follower. Like these are like everyday messages. You know, don't do if you're doing what everybody else is like. These are things my dad is telling me at 6 years old. Like going to school, he's telling me before I get out the car, like if you're doing what everybody else is doing at school today, you're doing something wrong. Like he's telling me this. You see what I'm saying? So it's like when I'm young, it's the juice box, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh no, everybody's drinking fruit punch. I'm gonna drink tropical thunder, right? Boom. When I get a little older, it's the everybody's boom in the back of the school doing whatever. Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boom. Then you get a little older, then it's like, everybody's smoking. Nah. Then it gets a little older, like, everybody's not going back to the gym tonight. Everybody's going to the function instead of going back to the gym. I'm going back to the gym. Like, it's just like you start to do those things, and then it's like, boom. It's a choice. You make the choice, you know. But it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy.
I think
because a lot of those times I drink that tropical thunder juice instead of that fruit punch, niggas call me gay ass nigga. Why you want to drink tropical juice, nigga? I got to stand on that. You got to know you're not gay and drink your tropical juice.
Oh my God, that was a time.
You got to stand on that. You got to stand on that. Yeah, niggas call you gay because you drink tropical juice. Nigga, I like the tropics of flavors, nigga. Cause I like tropical flavors, nigga.
Oh my God.
Niggas want to drink fruit punch every day. Niggas, bro.
I think there's also environments where like there's environments too of like you said.
Okay, let me ask you this. For you,
mm-hmm.
did you have what I just described in terms of that push of individual thinking every day?
I wouldn't say individual thinking. I would say it was more you're gonna go, let's just say keep it simple. You're going to school, go kind of be a professional at school. So it wasn't like individual, but like you're going to school to learn, go learn and excel in what the teacher's saying, the information you're learning. So I mean, maybe I'm an individual today. Maybe I'm in a group of people who are excelling at learning tomorrow, you know? So it wasn't being an individual, it was more of whatever task you have today, do that task.
So you know what's interesting about that, what you just said, right? Do we look at, so boom, your parents or your mom or your dad or whoever sent you to school every day with the mindset of do what you're told, kind of like be a professional at
Yeah,
school today, like get the
yeah.
job done, right?
Get the
At all
job done.
costs.
Yep.
I never got that message. My message was always like use your own brain. So okay, yes, that sounds good in the context of how I just explained it, right? And now how I'm able
Yeah,
to think and how it transformed my life and being able to stay out of the cool crowd and be myself, right?
yeah,
But also I've got in trouble, bro, at school for not going for what some teachers just tell me. I'm not going for that shit you're talking about. I'm not
yeah,
because I'm thinking on my own. I'm sitting here
yeah.
listening. So there's been times like, the teacher called back home, like, hey, X was running his mouth, like,
Saying
like,
something he
and
was
my
supposed to
dad,
say.
like my mom, my dad got to come down and was like, well, what did he say? And they tell, like, whatever the case may be, well, is he wrong? So then it's like, okay, now at a young age, it's a balance learning how to when to, share your
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
individualism, when to shut up and when to like. So then I had to learn that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like there's good and bad to everything. Like
I mean, yeah,
there's good.
because I mean, like you said, like, I'm going to school, getting the job done, being professional, making sure I get no complaints back home, no calls back home. So I remember one time I took a math test. If you don't know, me and math, best friends. Can't go wrong. Took a math test. Boom. Teacher gave me the math test back a few days later. I got like a 40% on it.
Yeah.
Okay, I got a 40%. So you get it, you go home, parents talk to you how was school, da, da, da. Yeah, we took a math test. I got 40%. I ain't never got at this point in life, I ain't never got nothing under 85 in math. So, as parents do, they come, they look at it, they go through the test with the teacher, and they're like, this is right, and this is right. But you marked this one wrong, and that one wrong. Right. So it's like, okay, so what they're telling me, the environment my parents are growing me up in is be a professional at all costs and we'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Follow what they're saying and you'll be all right.
Yeah.
And you know, credit to them because they're like you said, they did the best they can. But I think at a certain point, like you said, you do have to
Or you have a choice. I
outgrow
just don't
your
like
yeah.
people
You
that
have a
blame their
you have
parents
a
for
choice.
everything.
I'm
Bro, you
not.
can't
Yeah,
blame your
yeah.
parents for your whole life. I
No,
hate
no,
when
no,
people
no,
do
no,
that,
no,
bro.
no, 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 no.
You can't blame
They
your parents
did
for
the
your whole
best they
life.
did for the time that they had, and now, like you said, there's a point in time where you have to. It becomes your turn.
Even if your parents didn't do the best they could, you can't blame your parents for your whole life. Your whole life isn't your parents' fault, bro.
Yes,
It's not.
yes,
It's just not. Because if that's the case, what about the people that have fucked up parents and still made it, still became successful, still became good people?
LeBron James.
Somebody is not even maybe not even in, but somebody that because like somebody that really had fucked up parents that didn't give a
Yeah,
shit, that beat them every day, that da 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 da, and at some point they made a choice to better themselves, get away from that environment, do whatever was necessary to become the version of themselves God intended for them to become. They made a choice at some point. So and again, I'm not saying it's easy,
no, it's not.
but that's the beauty of the design of God, the creator that he gave us, is you have a choice. You have a choice, man. So you have to choose the environment mentally. You have your physical,
Mm-hmm.
environment, then you have your mental environment. You physically can be in one place, but mentally you have to be somewhere else. And this time for me here in Europe is teaching me that tenfold, bro. Like oh my goodness, like I feel like I'm on a fucking Buddha monk retreat in the mountains, like, and they got me sitting on the top of the mountain, just like I feel like I'm in like a whole different place, bro. Like I have to be.
Because if you was
I have
mentally and physically there,
Bro, if I was mentally where I'm physically at, I'll be on the news. I'll be Brittany Griner. Niggas had to trade me for niggas had to trade me for another merchant of death. Somebody had to come get me, bro. Hey, I'll be on CNN. I promise you, I'll be on CNN. It's important, bro. It's important. I'm reading this book. It's called the Inner Game of Tennis, and it kind of is talking about like what we're talking about. It's like the game within the game.
yeah.
You know,
I
it's like you
never,
have the game, but then you have
yeah,
the game up
yeah.
here. You know, and people underestimate the game, the mental game. People think it's just about like pushing through and being confident and da, 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 da. It's so much more than that.
I've
It's
been
so much
getting
more.
into that myself lately, like playing the game within the game. Because I can play the physical game. That's I got that. It's just that mental game be it just it's I've gotten deeper into it like just like real recently. And some days I'm good, some days I'm bad, but it's like you said, I'm trying to play that game of like, okay, how when my environment is good or bad, how does this stay good?
Mhm.
And
Man,
there'll be times where the environment may be bad, but there's like a flash of goodness in here.
but bro,
And so
what I would say to that, to what you just said, it's not about goodness. For me, this is what I've come to, what I've learned, and what I've seen now. It's not about having goodness here. It's like when the
Mhm.
environment's bad, it's not about finding goodness here. It's about not judging. We make general judgments about ourselves when a bad thing happens.
Okay.
So you know how they say a bad day isn't a bad life, it's just a bad day? Like have you heard that
Yeah.
before?
Yeah.
Basically it's that. So it's like and I'll put it in terms of basketball. It's like if I miss a shot, instead of saying if I miss 3 shots in a row, instead of saying I'm off today, no, don't focus on the 3 shots you missed. Focus on why you missed. You see what I'm saying? So when bad things continuously happen, people generalize it. People go, "Oh, I'm having a bad day. Oh, she don't love me." But really, nigga, you just said that her breath stink and that you ain't gonna be home till 3 a.m. That's why she got an attitude. So when she got an attitude and she walking around not talking to you, you like, damn, she don't love me. This is bad. But you're not thinking about what you did to contribute to the situation. So it's like instead of making generalization, that's how you keep your mind in a present state. People will
Mhm.
generalize, and that's how people fall into depression. Like, oh, I'm not, work is so, I can't, like, because they're making general statements, general judgments, instead of specific uh, criticisms of themselves. You know, like how to actually fix it or like what went wrong in that specific thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that's where,
But but like
like, if you fail a test, if you fail 2 tests in a row, I'm bad at math. No,
nah.
what didn't you understand? What did you do
But
wrong?
yeah.
So that's how you stay out of that like depression and like bad mental state. Stay specific. Don't generalize. When you start to generalize, you go down a rabbit hole.
But what do you say to those people that like have to deal with that every day, every second of their lives, and like
Because they're
may not see
generalizing. They're generalizing. You don't, bro, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Being out here, bro, don't put me on some like, bro, look at that piece of hair hanging on the back of my head. Bro, being out here, bro, has put me on some like, bro, I don't know. It's like put me on some other shit, bro. Like, because what you think is all bad, bro, it's like, yes, shit could be fucked up. Trust me. Trust me, bro. Hey. Shit can be fucked up, nigga. Listen, we ain't even got to listen. Shit can be fucked up. But when you focus on that, bro, instead of like when you generally say shit is fucked up, you lose.
So are you
Let me
running
ask you
away
this.
from the fuck? Are you running away from the fucked up, or are you? Oh, okay. He won. Okay, what you got right here?
Niggas
Right
who
here.
got
What's up?
niggas who got 8 kids, 5 kids, 7 baby moms. What does that mean?
They got a lot to take care of. They stressed. They
No, that means them niggas is generalizing. That means the first time it happened, she called him like, Jerome, I'm pregnant. He's like, damn. He's like, damn. Called her home. He's like, man, life is fucked up. Man, I just had the baby. And he's like, oh, it's gonna be good. It's like, da 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 da. Boom, that's all he think of it. Boom. The second time it happened, a year later, Tasha called him. Jerome, I'm having a baby. You're the dad. Da da da. And he called the homeboys again, like, nigga, I can't catch a break. Nigga, what the fuck? Nigga, what the da da da. Bro, by the 8th time, by the 6th, 5th time this happens, he's still saying the same shit. Life is fucked. Damn, what the fuck? But nigga, if you would have specifically analyzed on the first time, nigga, you ain't pull out. Your pull out game sucks. If you would specifically analyze and critique yourself, you wouldn't be 8 deep. Do you see what I'm saying?
what do you say? You got in a routine?
Bro,
He was depressed.
when you generalize your situation instead of specifically analyzing it, bro, you're gonna keep making the same mistake, or you're gonna fall into a general funk. That's just how it go. But if he would have sat back after the first time, like, damn, I'm fucked up. Okay, what do I do? Shit, we was getting out, hitting it. Boom, she had me. Boom, we flipped it to this. Damn, I ain't. See, she told me leave. She started making them noises. I just left it up in there. Damn, I should have pulled it out right there. You know. Like, then once you start playing, once that game film back in your head, and then now the next time you're not even gonna put yourself in that position. Like, come on, bro. That's a life lesson, bro. Figuratively and literally, that's a life lesson. That's a life lesson right there.
Being depressed and being 8 and not coming out until after the 8th kid is that's a tough life lesson.
Yeah, bro. Environment is important. Where you live at mentally is more important than where you live at physically. Quote me on that right there, boy. Quote me on that right there, boy. Quote me on that. For real shit. And
Put it in a
that's on me.
And that's
on me.
That's on X.
You got anything else before we close it up? How's things going? How's your current environment? Mentally and physically.
Physically, my current environment it's cool. It's not what I want. Mentally though, I feel like I'm in the future right now.
Okay, so let's practice what we preach. Let's practice physically. It's not what you want.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing that's allowing it to not be what you want? That's causing that. Let's not generalize and be like, damn, this shit, man, I don't want this. What are you doing that's putting you in a position to where you're somewhere where you don't want to be?
I think what I truly want though is in the future. So it's not even ready for me yet. So it's like I have to go through this stage to get what I want. So it's not necessarily that physically is bad, but it's just not where I want to be right now. You know what I mean?
Answer my question. What is Herman doing that's counterproductive to what Herman wants physically of his environment?
I don't think I do enough for myself on a day-to-day basis.
Boom. Herman needs to do more for himself on a day-to-day basis. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like is that. But people don't go to that next step. People just say man, that shit ain't what I want, bro. That shit, I'll get it at some point. No, nigga, you won't. Nigga, you won't. Because they never do that step right there. So by you self-analyzing that part right there, like, you see how you really had to think real quick? You was like, I got to do more for myself every day. Nigga, do more for yourself every day. Huh? You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like keep
don't
it set.
focus
Like,
on,
yeah,
bro. Don't focus on the. Damn, it's gonna be in the future. It's gonna be. I'm like, nigga, that shit might not be in the future. You gotta today, bro. Today, yeah, you gotta live today. You better figure out today. Niggas be thinking that future, bro. Niggas living that future, bro. Man, that's a dangerous place to live.
Sound like a crackhead. Where you at? The future?
For real, bro. Niggas been in that future. In that future, don't put no roof over your head, bro.
Oh man. Dang.
Mentally, you're about to say mentally where you are,
Mentally,
environmentally.
like I said, I'm trying to get deeper into the playing the game within the game. So, and it's something new and something I'm like trying to navigate. And when I'm learning something new, I feel like my mind is like is very it's I like that. I like being in the space of learning something new, trying to figure stuff out. So I would say it's in a good place.
Got you. That's good, bro.
What about you? What
Work
about
on
you?
work. Well, I
No,
think
it's
with
just
me, I think with me, like I said, I mean, I've already kind of touched on it. It's like I'm in a place right now where I'm trying to make sure that my mental environment is not my physical environment.
yeah.
That's what I'm making sure I'm doing. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
I'm making sure I do the work every day, but mentally stay in a place where I'm self-analyzing the specific moments, not generalizing. That's where I'm at. That's literally where I'm at. Like, don't generalize. Don't group shit together. Don't talk about. Don't ask for some fruit from the store. Say I want a banana and some peaches, or in my case, I want a banana and some watermelon. And after that, Matt, and that's what you want. Don't say you want fruit. Say what fruit you want. Me, I want watermelon. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. All good.
All good.
Let's get this episode up quick for these guys. Get some clips out, and let's keep grinding on it, brother.
Yes, sir. 11%.
Shit's
I'll see
going
you when I
well.
see you.
11%, baby. Bird game. Ciao.